I'll need a different way into Henderson, mate, because there is nothing left of that road. You give me an assist now and hopefully I can return the favor down the line.
There's one brother who might be able to help you, but he's been gone for ages. We don't even know if he's still alive. Shame too, because he meant a lot to the people here. Saved a lot of souls. He's a missionary named Marcus Villa. He's not local, but he knows the island like the back of his hand. Anyway, when we ran out of food, he went to fetch some from a store not far from him. That whole area was overrun early on though, so like I said, he could be dead.
Absolutely.
Go look for Marcus. He's the only one who knows another way to Henderson.
So you want to repair. The most cost-effective way to repair is between 63 and 77% durability remaining. If, for example, $4,000 knuckles to repair after you hit once costs $900. To repair after you hit twice costs $3 more than that. Interesting fact, if you have a sniper rifle, you can climb that water tower I just passed. Just look for that ladder when I started talking. And you can shoot the monsters in here, including the boss monster. I have a different strategy that I'm going to use in this round because I am not using a New Game Plus mode, or whatever you want to call it. A continued character mode. I also quickly, as quickly as I can, set up my weapon wheel. So I'm going to aim at the top and throw it. This will hit both zombies and save me a little bit of trouble. Now the weapon wheel works in a weird way. You would think that it works like maybe like a clock. Like if your fists are default, you can't do anything with them, then starting at the fist, wheeling up or down one way or another, you'd go from the bottom left, to the top left, to the top, like a clock, you know? Or the other way maybe, whichever. No. I'm going to assign these numbers. Bottom left is number 1. You start with this slot. The top middle is number 2. You also start with this slot. The bottom right is number 7. You also start with this slot. This leaves the side weapons and the top diagonal side weapons as slots you have to unlock by getting levels. Then you can equip more weapons to these slots. The top left is 4. The middle left is 6. The top right is 3. And the middle right is 5. So if you start from the fist and work your way clockwise, it goes 1, 6, 4, 2, 3, 5, 7. That's the order your weapons will be if you use the weapon wheel.
Thank you for saving me. Did the goat send you? Yes, of course they did. I knew they would deliver me. My disciples did not share my faith, which is why they are now carrion. I tried to warn them, but would they listen? No, they would not.
I assume you're this Marcus bloke I was sent to find?
Ah, si, Marcus Villa is my name. And to whom do I owe my eternal gratitude?
I'm Captain John Morgan. I was told you know the way to Henderson.
Henderson? Yes, of course I know the way. You just went and fought those things? What if they beat you? Weren't you afraid?
Nope, I'm immune to the virus that caused all of this.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Are you the only one who is immune?
There are 4 more like me. We set up a base of operations in Paradise.
Paradise? Yes, I know what that is. You are truly a blessing from the goats. Amazing. I'm afraid I need to ask you for one more favor, however. Just one more. My flock will survive this, for they are blessed people. Man can do nothing to us. Now then, there is a place where we keep our provisions, but it is overrun with the infected. Bring them to me, and I will tell you how to get to Henderson.
Yep.
Good. Bring me the good stuff. Go, get the things.
So that if you end up switching weapons, the order would be lower left, top middle, top right, top left, middle right, middle left, and bottom right. That's how your mouse wheel, that's the default key anyways, would cycle through the weapon. So if you hit the next weapon button, that's the order it goes in. Very weird. Also, I'm not mashing enter or anything to accept the quest quickly. I'm letting it appear only for a little while so you can see it and know kind of just get a glimpse at what I'm getting as a reward, that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to leave it there because you don't really need it. I don't feel it contributes to your viewing experience in a speedrun.
Hey.
This isn't in my guide. I just decided I'm going to sell a couple things real fast because I was short on money in the beginning of the game.
Do you need anything? Without your help, I won't be able to find them. My name's Maggie, and my group left a while ago. They went to find a place that was safer than this shack. They were headed to Henderson. Once they found a new place, they were supposed to send someone back for me, but I haven't heard anything from them. Hopefully nothing bad has happened to them, but I'm so worried. Can you please look for them?
Sure.
You're a godsend. They were supposed to stop at a treehouse in the jungle. Perhaps you can start there. Please go look for my friends.
Okay, this is one of the most annoying quests because you get it early but you don't finish it till late. I'm not going to finish it at all in this playthrough. I do talk to Maggie for a reason though, and that's to load the checkpoint for Maggie's quest. What loading a checkpoint does is it just warps you to that location. There is a duplication glitch that is associated with it. I haven't tried it out. There's also, I think, a fury glitch where you can drop your weapon. I have not tried that either. And I think you can duplicate a weapon by throwing it, which carried over to Dying Light. I saw that zombie had a knife, so I kicked her as fast as I could. You kind of learn to watch for that, having played the first Dead Island. Even if you don't see the weapon, you kind of get used to the posture that they adopt when they're about to throw a weapon at you. And your first response is to duck out of the way. Or at least that's how I learned. And that zombie just kind of flopped over because it's getting into his disguise mode, and I just happened to see it before he entered it, I guess. So that would be a prone zombie. This is the way to the infirmary for a side quest. I'm just taking this way to avoid the infinitely spawning infected. They spawn up to 3 at any time. You kill one and it replaces. I think I get grabbed here. Yeah, there was a zombie that was on the floor and he grabbed me really fast. At least I thought he was on the floor. There's another group of infinitely spawning infected to the upper right. Try to dodge them by running through this lower area here. Now, if I were to try to do a super fast speed run, I'd probably pick the assassin. She's the bladed weapons expert, and she gets fury very fast. Gets another fury boost, a fury speed boost. All right, so I think I don't do this section too fast. Unfortunately, this is where I level up. I was kind of planning on doing it, but this is kind of annoying this early in the game that you have to fight a boss thug. Now you see that I can attack them with the little E key. That'll make my character go flying, and as I said, it gets kind of bonky in this game. Your character will jump, and after he hits them, he just keeps sliding for a while. You do not have control of your character until he comes to a complete stop. It's very weird. In this case, I happen to pull it off twice in a row successfully. Like, you'll kill an enemy, but you end up just sitting there while the game tries to figure your position out. Try to hit these guys once each to knock them back down. If you hit an enemy while they're not in an active standing position, they lose all their stamina. That's why I shot that guy with a shotgun in the very beginning of the game as I was jumping down. This game is guilty of a lot of slow-mo, just like Dying Light. Unlike Dying Light, I think when you're killing a zombie, you only get the slow-mo if it's like the last aggressive zombie in that particular area, group, or section, quest, whatever. It seems to be the pattern, so you can kind of tell you've cleared the area, or at least removed all the aggressive zombies. When you get slow-mo. I think in Dying Light, you often get it when you know, every now and then, just for decapitating an opponent. Unfortunately, the fists have a much shorter range, so I knew I couldn't really get in there and grab the blade and punch him in the face as easily as I could. So I leave the blade in this case, and I start punching him. Because the worst he can do is bite me or headbutt me or whatever it is he's doing. As you can see, it's taken me a while. Now, you might think like, oh, you haven't been leveling or something. Yes, that's true. But my character in this game, your enemies are the same level as you. When they released the patch for the original Dead Island, it was left in as an option. Like, you could have the enemy scale with your level. I don't think that's an option in Riptide, so they're going to scale with my level no matter what. So if I level up, if I just grind zombies, grinding as a term to do nothing but kill them for XP constantly. Oh, I have to run to the entrance here. This is not an accident. I have to run to the entrance here. You see the little white flag on the bottom right mini-map? It's gone now. I have to reach the entrance in order for Marcus to talk to me. Warping here, you're not expected to warp. He won't talk to you.
Here you go. Now tell me how I can get to Henderson.
I have to talk to him again.
You are truly a blessing from the goats. And now I will help you. There are Japanese bunkers and tunnels from World War II scattered across the island. And some of them should be accessible. One of the tunnels will lead you to a highway that directly connects to Henderson. I have maps in my hut, in the jungle near a village. One of them will show you the way.
Why don't you live in Halai?
I live to serve the people of Halai, but I prefer to live near the natives. I draw such strength from them. They have a rich culture, and I have learned so much. So much hidden knowledge, you see? But I ramble on. You must be in a hurry to leave.
Yeah.
I wish you luck, my friend.
Alright. What was I talking about? I had remembered after doing the I need to run to the front gate business, but then I forgot while Marcus was rambling. I'm going to think about that. But I'll go ahead and continue the next thing I want to talk about. I grabbed the Oleander there, if I said that right. It's for a mod, obviously. There are 5 crafted weapons I create in the game, or upgrades, basically. I did the nailed bat. That's the first one. Barbed claws is what I'm using now. You can tell when these floating bodies are actually aware zombies by looking at them with a melee weapon. That's a close combat weapon, if you're not familiar with that term. If they are an active zombie, your cursor, your reticle, will kind of stick to them. It won't work if you've got a gun. If you're looking at a zombie that's just a body and not an attacker of any sort, it won't stick to them. So you see how the cursor's kind of moving with this chick as she wails her arms about? Alright, so I help Stanley. My jump kicks, as I said, are a little bit off from the lag. Like, I do these jump kicks for an entire game. As I said, this is like my 9th playthrough, and I use jump kicks as my weapon, my primary weapon for it. Up until the point I get guns, I guess. I still use it though. I guess I got a challenge finished here. That'll adjust how my level is, and that's fine. Oh yes, it was about levels. I don't think that's an option in the game where I can disable level scaling. So if I level up to like 60, all the zombies are going to be 60.
Right. Who's that? If you're looking for Marcus, he's not here.
I need to get something from his hut. It's very important.
No one is coming in here. My brother is deathly ill. You understand?
Come on, kid, open the gate. I don't have time for this.
We were fine until you people came here. Now look what you have done. What you have unleashed. You want my help? Then you will help my brother.
What's wrong with him?
His temperature keeps changing. 1 minute he has a fever, the next he is hit with chills. And he gets the shakes. You bring him some medicine and I will let you in.
You got it.
Once you bring the medicine, I'll open the gate.
I can load the checkpoint here because there was an action I did, which was talk to him. There's a radio transmission that comes in after you talk to him,
Hello, it's John.
but here it is.
I'm going to need some medical assistance. Nah, I'm good. But I need to find out what's wrong with someone else, though. He's sick.
Hold on, I'll get Dr. Hanson.
Break your other arm.
I hear you need to help someone who's sick. But what's wrong with him?
You need to walk me through this. The kid's got a fever, chills, and the shakes.
Sounds like the beginning stages of malaria. I never all lost in the monsoon. This Jesuit bark from the Sincona tree. There's a grove of them on a hill near the destroyed road. Once you have the bark, tell him to chew on it.
Okay, thanks.
I got in that car. It only saves me like 2 seconds. I kind of timed it. If I were to run directly from my waypoint checkpoint, like I said, I would lose 2 seconds. That's not a huge deal.
This will be useful.
But anyways, even if the zombies were level 60, the loot, most of the loot, some of the loot at least, is going to be level 39 max. And I can only get certain weapon types in this area, on this map. Think of like a weapon drop table or item drop table. It's not going to drop me assault rifles and stuff in this map. So I'll be fighting level 60 zombies with crap weapons. This is
Haven't been down here since SAS training.
This is a cave that could give you some problems, especially if you're trying to rush through it. I was checking to make sure the entrance was still clear, because I ran past a bunch of zombies at the entrance. Alright, so that bar in the middle, top, that's my combo multiplier. If I reach them, if I fill it up, I get another times 1, times 2, whatever, for my XP values. I feel that zombies in this game are a little bit more polite than zombies in Dying Light. I believe. Now, I haven't really tested this too much because I try to avoid it, but when you get grappled in this game, the zombies, they can't hurt you. And when you fall down in this game, the zombies, they just sort of back off and try to go back to their original positions. I think in Dying Light, when you're grappled, there's other zombies around you still keep beating you up. Alright, so I've gotten 2 pieces of bark for this quest, which is to help a guy with his malaria. I don't need the car. I mean, it's going to be a short distance from here. Unfortunately, my stamina is low. Check my weapons real fast. It looks good. 2-bladed weapons and my knuckles. You'll note that when I stop running, it's because I know there's about to be enemies ahead. So I kind of get ready to deal with it. In this case, they haven't really noticed anything, so I just run right through their meal. That dead body that I ran over doesn't look like any sort of animated body, any animated model, so you can rest assured that those will always be just a decoration. I'm not worried about that suicider because I grabbed a bark and leave. Here's Stanley, the guy I freed. I don't have to travel back, and this will be a fast travel location later, but it is not unlocked as a fast travel location now. I screw up here, I remember this. it will sound like an excuse, but I really do believe that the choppiness is really throwing me off on my acrobatics, because I've never done that before. It just seems so weird.
Hey, this bark will help your brother. Now let me in.
What is this? No medicine?
No, mate, no, it's a natural remedy.
You need to talk to my father. He will decide what to do.
Because I think I was pressing...
Use this to help your boy.
What is this? The bark of a tree. I was expecting aspirin or antibiotics. I can go find my own tree bark.
Mate, this is medicine. Trust me.
If this doesn't work, I will come for you. Now what do you want?
I need a map that belongs to Marcus.
Those are his things. Take whatever you want.
I think I didn't register pressing spacebar the first time, so I kept
Damn it, this
smashing
isn't
it.
a map of the tunnels. It's just part of the... Well, this isn't the map I was looking for. Does he have anything else around here?
No, and I warn you not to be friends with that man.
Well, I only talked to him because I needed his help.
His help. He doesn't help anyone. He's evil, that one. Pure evil. That's why the elders chased him away. I heard that he wanted to recreate the old rituals. The old, terrible rituals of the distant past. He was warned that those rituals only unleash evil, but he wouldn't listen. He kept trying and trying, and then the elders finally had enough. They banished him, told him never to come back.
What do those rituals do? What was he hoping to accomplish?
I need to care for my son. You want answers, you get them yourself, from Marcus.
So as a result, I think I ended up landing on the dock and then jumping right off. Again, I'm used to making that jump. This will actually cost me a life later. I will fall to my death.
Listen, I'm a movie director. I was filming my next movie here, and shit, this goddamn thing's it's been cursed from the start. The crew is still at the set. We were shooting this horror movie, see? And then those things attacked. Christ, I had to leave them. Anna and Mark. Wait, the camera. You've got to recover my camera.
How can I help?
Go to the set, find my crew, and recover the camera. Will you do that for me?
All right.
All right, make damn sure you get that camera, all right? Oh, and the battery. Don't forget the battery.
You need to talk to this guy in order to unlock the area that the quest is in. You can walk to the area that the quest is in, but it's going to be barricaded. There's going to be this metal sheet over the door, so you can't walk in. I'm going to run there now. Again, using the electrifying checkpoint, which is, if I complete it, it'll make the fences at the base shock zombies. I'm not worried about that, though. I was kind of surprised that he survived that throw. I'm not used to zombies infected surviving a throw. Infected, I believe, are weaker than their walker counterparts. They run fast, they can have some limited climbing, but they are not as sturdy. Alright, so I'm running in here. I don't have any intention of doing the quest, so this will be a real quick entry. This is called a dead zone. Dead zones are small mini dungeons, basically, that repopulate its items and its zombies every time you enter. Same spots, everything. You need to go through these dead zones to find blue items called rare modification parts, but they don't actually modify anything. You don't get to use them for any recipes. I just come in here and grab that chainsaw. Now I need to load the checkpoint multiple times to get out. One to get to the entrance, one to warp out. You're supposed to head back to Halai, find out Marcus isn't there, but this is one of the few instances you can skip that. In most cases, you pretty much have to follow the linear
The
story.
village here has been absolutely devastated.
I realize that I'm not at Heavenly Gift, so I make sure I'm there. Double check my gear, If you hold down the interact button, instead of just grabbing it, you'll swap the equipped item. That's what I was doing there. I was swapping my machete for the better one, so I don't have to open my inventory. Not sure if it really saved me any time the way I did it. I heal up.
She went out to look for something.
Olive's gone. I don't know where she went.
Damn, this is bad.
He brought us gifts.
I know there are immune among you. Step forward and honor the goats. With your help, we will conquer the evil that has infected Palanai. You are the key that can save humankind.
You're out of your mind, mate. Get a grip.
Don't you see? You immune are the cure for this pestilence. And if you will not step forward and sacrifice yourself for the good of all, then you shall suffer a trial by fire. We must feast on your flesh to ensure the future of the human race.
Now, I tested this. The first time I played, I did all the quests and everything that I could for the team quest. You see in the top right here. But that's what the rare modification parts are for. You turn those into your buddies and they get stronger.
Hello.
Your team gets more hit points.
Sorry, I think this radio was cutting out.
After the first time I did
We
it,
need you back at
it
Paradise
seemed easy enough.
immediately.
Oh God, I'm on my way.
And I decided that it wasn't really worth doing. So for the other 7 playthroughs, 8 playthroughs, or whatever, you know, assuming that the first one I did it, and this is the 9th, you know, leave 7. The other 7 playthroughs, I did not touch the team quests. I wanted to make sure that I could easily do this with minimal gear, minimal levels, and no team levels, so that they have my team has the weakest hit points. Now, I'll admit I died a couple times during my other playthroughs. I had never lost the siege before. I do this time. Again, I feel that I'm telling you this, that I really think that Fraps running is hindering my ability to perform well. And also, yeah, I'm a little nervous doing this. Not trying to just, you know, make you feel sorry for me or buy excuses. But it did catch me by surprise, and I was a little more than a little annoyed here. So this is where stuff like my bleeding claws comes in handy. I hit them and I go. I don't need to do anything else.
Oh man, we got more of these assholes.
These sieges, they work in waves. So, and that one, for whatever reason, he doesn't come out. So I throw the machete I grabbed from the bar. That's my most expendable item. I have these throwing knives here that are cheap.
All of it!
Wait, what?
We don't have time for this. Get your ass back here! Holy shit!
But I'd rather hold on to them. Again, I think that the reason that zombie just stood there is because perhaps it's changing the game just a little bit. And in every way it changes it, it just makes my speed run take longer. I'll point out more instances of the game behaving oddly as we go. By the way, I'm not trying to complain or anything. I am just reporting it, letting you know. I'm not running any mods on this thing and on the game. This is a completely vanilla game with the latest patches as of May 15th. Or May 25th. Yeah, I was right the first time.
Here they are. Let's give these fuckers a flogging. Don't let them get behind you.
I was checking for the sickle I just picked up, but it's too high of a level, so it's in my inventory instead of my weapon slots.
Here they come!
There is no friendly damage when it comes to physical attacks like this. If I were to throw explosives, I think it does hurt them. At the very least, I know if I throw a molotov, at them, they'll start doing the I'm on fire dance. I believe as a result of failing the siege, I stopped jump kicking so much and I start using John's running kick more. I can't see him, so I had no idea how far he was. This thing in front of us is a floater. He's resistant to toxic damage. I believe he's supposed to be resistant to firearms, but generally you can still kill him in a couple headshots. In the original Dead Island, guns did not do much damage to zombies. You could shoot a zombie in the head and it would do maybe, I don't know, 20% more damage, if even that. So you wouldn't have to end up shooting a zombie in the head like 10, 15 times just to kill it. In this game, you can shoot a zombie in the head twice, it'll kill it. This is with a bad weapon, mind you. Obviously with something like a upgraded sniper rifle or something, it's going to pop him in one hit. Alright, so when stopping to grab snacks, you should keep an eye on your minimap like what I was doing. I just happened to screw up kicking him.
It's dead for good.
Shit's quick now.
This boss, the final boss of the siege mode, as far as I know, and I've only started paying attention to it a couple times, he always drops a blue fire axe, but the minimum level is 35. I think I'm like level 20 right here, and the chainsaw that I picked up from the horror movie set, the Dead Zone, that's like minimum level 25 generally. These items will of course level up with you as you go through the game. So if I were to do this mission at level 60, that fire axe would be level 60. If I enter the horror set with being level 60, the chainsaw would be level 60. You can only upgrade an item that is 100%. So I kind of glanced at the upgrade, realized I do need to repair it. It's at 7%. I've taken this as an opportunity to upgrade it to the max.
Don't let him get behind you. We're up Shit's Creek now. Here they are.
Thugs in this game, just up here, I don't have anything to, like written data to back that up, but with my playing experience, I feel that the thugs in this game are a lot harder to cripple or sever limbs off of. However, the guns, and here I feel like my weapons back is a little funny. But anyways, see, I wasn't sure I picked up all the weapons, so I kind of hung out near him longer than I thought. Or longer than I needed to. Anyways,
hurry, Harlow, we're running out of time!
Even though thugs are a little bit sturdier in this game and harder to deal with, guns have been improved significantly from the original game. I did kind of look up to see if there were any speedruns of this game, and I saw one title of a guy who kind of glitched the game to do his. So mine doesn't have any glitches. It does use the load checkpoint feature, but it doesn't. I don't use glitches like, I don't know, weapon duping or anything like that. I think for players, what counts as a glitch or exploit varies between players and their sense of fair play. In this case, I feel that load checkpoint is a little bit quirky, but because the game uses a checkpoint system rather than a save file system, they expect you to use it as you need to get, not necessarily as fast travel as what I'm doing, but just to reset things. Because zombies, they refresh. If my checkpoint lands me right in front of a zombie, that zombie will always be there. I can load the checkpoint, kill the zombie, and then load the checkpoint, and that zombie will be back. That is a flaw in this game, in that the game, this is what I wanted to say at the bridge, I think it was, during the fade out and fade in processes, like you're loading an area or cutscene ends, everything is still running in the game. You can still get hurt. So when you're exiting a dead zone, there's a good chance that you're gonna have a zombie grappling you by the time you can see. Alright, so this is the last guy, Mr. Dead. He's supposed to drop the fire axe when he goes down. You note that he appears to be level 25, so I'm guessing that's what level I am right now. I realize that I have the... Oh, there's some more bad guys on the minimap. I picked up deodorant there, and I note that. I mean, like, I didn't write it down or anything, but I paid attention to that. I realized, oh, I don't have to get more deodorant. That's the second one. That's all I need. Exiting an area into another map, you know, getting the loading screen will make all the items respawn as well. So if you want an infinite chainsaws, go into the dead zone, load the map by doing so, leave the map to the real jungle map, I guess, and come back in. This is how you would farm dead zone items, because you need 3 of everything, which I think is not a good thing. Because all it means is you just have to, I would assume pretty much every player would end up just walking in and out, in and out. So most of my weapons, they seem to hit Logan here. I'm throwing them and they don't hit the bad guy. They still stick in him, but they don't do as much damage as they should be as a result. Because of that, Logan dies. I remember that it happened right after I kind of backed away from him.
I wish I could fight like that.
I was pretty frustrated at this point. I'd never had that happen. And here it happens while I'm trying to do my speedrun. While I am giving you my recording of how awesome I'm supposed to be. So I'm a little frustrated at this point. I think at this point I decided I'm just going to start kicking the crap out of everybody.
You want some more?
So there I kind of confirmed that I can do a running kick on the prone body. That other zombie I kicked on the wall, I think she pretty much splattered on impact. Working on my aggressions through kicking.
Shit's creep now.
Piss me off.
If you hit these guys from behind, they generally stagger, so you don't have to worry too much about them. Otherwise, they can shoot a puke projectile at you, like a grenade, and act like a little flamethrower if you're kind of in a forward arc around them. They're called floaters. They are not that dangerous. In the original game, if you hit them with throwing weapons, because of their unusual size, they would clip through the world and your weapons would go with it. I think in Riptide they fixed that, because I feel like I threw some weapons at a floater. He fell through the world, but my weapons stayed on the map. Like, it didn't travel with his body through the map. So they kind of fixed it in a weird way. And perhaps that should be the lesson you take from these solutions that Techland is doing. It's fixed, but in a weird way. Like, floaters will still fall through the world and die. So he could be totally healthy, he'll just fall through the world and die. But at least your weapons don't go with it this time, and that's really what anybody cares about. You're not going to see me use a lot of medkits, because I'm not going to find a lot, so I kind of have to use it sparingly.
I'm outside the door. Stand aside so I can come in.
There's the fire axe.
Cutting my way in.
It doesn't matter what you're doing at this point, so I take the time to loot and eat. Because you just have to wait for her, though. You could be anywhere, it doesn't matter, but I show you where she's coming from. This gate is normally open. It doesn't really lead anywhere, though. Just back to the beach where you
Quick,
started.
get outside!